It's always easy to blame others. You can spend your entire life blaming the world, but your successes or failures are entirely your own.
Good day, I hope you're well. I am Vinny Swatia, and today I'd like to talk about the very important topic of beating the victim mentality. When does it get to be you who's in charge of your life? When does it get to be you who's responsible for where you are in life? When does it get to be you who's accountable for your decisions? When does it get to be you? When does it get to be you who takes ownership? When you operate from the victim mentality, it can never be you because you are never the cause. And because you are never the cause, you can never be held responsible. The victim mentality allows you to sometimes feel safe and protected because you never have to take responsibility. However, it also means that it can never be you who learns the lessons. It can never be you who self-corrects. It also means that it can never be you who grows. It can never be you who evolves. It can never be you who leads. And so today I'd like to share a few points of how you can beat the victim mentality. But before I get onto those points, please do the right things, like, share, and subscribe to this channel to be notified of the latest personal development content. Let's get into those points. The first point is, who can you control? Don't let things you cannot control interfere with things you can control. Good times are very good at creating illusions. Illusions that tell us that we can control more than what we can actually control. Yes, we do have great control. We do have great control over our greatest opportunity. We have great control over ourselves. It always seems to me that in good times, life seems to be overly available to us. The things we want are never too out of reach. We can bring our ideas to life because resources are never too out of reach. We can make things happen. Life seems to get the memo. Then there are hard times. Hard times are a nightmare. No one seems to know anything. Life is unavailable at all. Life is stiff, doors are closed. Even bringing the smallest idea to life can feel like a mountain to climb. The smallest thing can become a big problem. All elements seem to be moving against you. Now you understand what you can control. Now you can understand that you are the only element that you can control. None of us can control life. We can only control ourselves. We can only control how we choose to understand what is happening to us. We can control our decisions. We can control our next move. We can control our endurance. That will always be 100% within our control. However, when you play the victim, you are choosing to surrender even that control. You are choosing to surrender control over your greatest opportunity, which is yourself. You are not a victim. Life is happening to everyone. You are a victim of deciding not to manage what you can manage. You are a victim of deciding to not control what you can control, which is always yourself. The second point is, who defines you? There's an African proverb that says, it's not what you get called, it's what you respond to. So, what do you respond to? Who tells you who you are and what gives them the right to do that? Self-definition can be both empowering and disempowering based on the words used after I or I am. The words used after I or I am can either be empowering or disempowering. Who tells you who you are and what gives them the right to do that? If the person who tells you who you are is outside of yourself, then you are in trouble because they now own all the words after your I or I am. When you are always a victim, then a negative story is always going to follow you I am. But what you are not understanding is that your self-definition is now something that you cannot control. It is now something outside of yourself. That is very disempowering. You are now giving away your power to victimhood. You are now letting victimhood define who you are. Yes, some of our experiences can never be written off. They happened to us and they were very difficult. However, we now have to understand that we are giving our past situation, our present time, and our future time. We are making that decision. Victim mentality will allow situations outside of you to define you. Victim mentality will allow situations outside of you to determine you, as opposed to you determining yourself. Choose to always be the final authority in your life. Choose to always define yourself. It is not what you get called, it is what you respond to. The third point is, who is responsible for you? Be honest. Who should come and make your life better? Whatever your answer you give, please ensure that it ends with you being accountable, because you are responsible for your life. A number of people think that someone else should come in and make their lives better. The unfortunate thing with that is, life is happening to everyone at the same time. Everyone is dealing with a number of moving elements at the same time. Everyone is going through something, whether they choose to speak about it or not, but everyone is going through something. In life, we all have a choice. We can choose to be a bystander in our own lives and wait for someone to someday come in and change our lives, or we can be the change that we are waiting for. I sometimes wonder if it's the childhood stories that we listened to when we were kids, where some great hero comes in the midst of chaos and saves the day, that makes people feel like they have to wait for someone else to come in and save or change their lives. What I've understood about life is that the hero that you're waiting for is actually yourself. Superman, Superwoman, yes, that's you. Batman, Robin Hood, that's also you. You are the superhero that you are waiting for. You are waiting for yourself to pull through for you. No one is coming in to change your life. You have to come for yourself. Yes, we're all going to need help from time to time. That is valid. But you are still going to have to do the job yourself. You are still responsible for yourself. You are the hero that you seek, meaning it has to be you who comes in and changes the day for yourself. A lot of people are understanding in their lives their business is being responsible for themselves and leading themselves. You are responsible for you. Lead yourself forward. The fourth and final point is, what is the lesson? Life is the most resourceful teacher. It will use anything and anyone to get you to see the lesson that it is trying to teach. If you are observant about your life, you will notice that certain experiences have taught you certain things, and those things have influenced the person that you are right now. Life is always trying to teach, if you are willing to learn. When you develop this understanding, you will observe things a little differently. You will start to observe that a lot of things are not happening to you, but are actually happening for you. A lot of what we go through is life trying to teach us about ourselves and how to respond to life. We need to understand that we are continuously being revealed to ourselves. When you are struggling to understand this, you will struggle to understand a lot of the lessons that life is trying to teach you. Our struggles are our best teachers because our struggles have the great ability to isolate us. Your struggle wants you alone so that it can reveal you to you. Struggles have the great ability that even if you are around 1 million people, you can still feel highly isolated. Your struggles are for you. They are for your development. They are there to sharpen your character. When you operate in the victim mentality, you will struggle to understand some of the lessons that life is trying to help you learn. You will struggle to see what life is trying to reveal to you about you. That's why it is really important that you step away from the victim mentality so that you gain clarity of what is being revealed to you about you. We are parts of ourselves that we are completely blind to. And when life creates opportunities for us to be isolated and be alone, life is trying to help us see or bring illumination to the parts that we don't see about ourselves. Life is trying to reveal more of us to us. Life is always trying to teach us. Be willing to be taught. Remove yourself from the victim mentality so that you may get the opportunity to grow, so you may get the opportunity to evolve, so you may get the opportunity to lead your life. And that's it. I thank you so much for your time. If you found value in this video, please do the right things like share and subscribe to this channel to be notified of the latest personal development content. I am Beliswa Dia and I thank you for your time.